This short video talks about the paper Comprehensiveness of Circular Economy Assignments of Regions, a systematic review at the macro level. It tries to answer the research question, what is needed for a comprehensive systems approach assessing regional circular economy?
So it's a literature review, and I wanted to review all papers assessing circular economy in regions. And I found 165 of them through a method called Prisma. It includes grey literature, and I even included 21 papers that do not assess or don't mention circular economy in their assessments because they assess sustainable development goals or sustainability because they have a similar systems approach to CE, obviously. The methods I use on this corpus of 165 papers are 3 of them. The first one is a meta-analysis. I used NVivo to find the most salient keywords, from which emerged 6 different themes, which I put them in. And from there I found what the studies talk about and what they also do not talk about. As a second method, I use a taxonomy, where I used the 165 papers and clustered them into categories, onto scale, location, what they assess and methods, and much more than that. Both the meta-analysis and taxonomy are powerful in quantitatively reviewing a large corpus, but their weakness is that they miss the richness of qualitative evidence. So I add a third method, which is an integrative review, which critiques and synthesizes a corpus in an integrated way, such that new frameworks and perspectives are generated. So on the results of this paper, I'll limit myself only presenting here what is directly relevant for the main findings for my PhD topic. One is, if you assess a macro level region, you should be aware it can be on different scales. Literature did not specify those scales, so I proposed those from XL to extra small. You must understand that it's hard to compare Australia with the Netherlands, which are both 2 countries but very different skills, obviously. If you want to compare and benchmark different skills, you can also look at the resources and waste and the strategy and processes they are assessing. And I believe on every scale, you could be managing and even be self-sufficient on certain resources. I believe it's quite doable to be self-sufficient on energy on the smaller scale, because we have processes like solar and wind energy. But on a larger scale, you can be able to manage paper with paper recycling, for example, or on a much larger scale, you may be able to be managing all processes of rare earths and its e-waste. So these are findings I'll propose and follow up on my further research. And also I found this 5-step procedure, how to make an assessment study, and particularly the first 3 steps here, I want to focus on more. An assessment study focuses on, of course, what means circular economy as first step, which is put in a conceptual framework and then into an assessment framework with observable input like measurements to make the assessment and then to compare and benchmark. I'm going to focus in my second paper on those first 3 steps of definition, conceptual framework, and assessment framework. So with that is the title of this paper, Redefining Circular Economy at the Macro Level to Enable Comprehensive Assessments by Learning from Measurement Literature. The research question is how to define and comprehensively assess regional circular economy.